Hi, Gina. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I am fine.
That's great to know. So, yesterday I sent you the material, right? So you have to join because as we have to start with another uh, group, right? So, as soon as you are in the platform, please join to the group, right? With the code I send you. Okay, so something I know is that you were with another teacher, right? I wasn't. Give me a second, please. Okay. So, do you remember the last lesson you've seen with the last teacher?
I don't remember where.
Okay, so I need that information, right? Because I don't know. The coordinator only told me that we have to be in A10, right? But A10 is too long. So, when was the last time you had classes with this teacher? Do you get it?
I don't know because I didn't assist.
Oh, so, okay. So you had some videos on YouTube, right? In your
Yes,
channel. So you had to watch it, right?
yes,
Did you
but
watch them?
I didn't watch. I watched the last class.
Okay, so what is the last lesson you remember?
Remember it's about perfect.
Perfect
Past
continuous?
perfect.
Past perfect.
Yeah, past perfect.
We
Yes.
have present perfect, but we don't have past perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect. Okay, that was the last lesson. Yes, I need to know because then if you, for example, if I want to continue with the lesson, so maybe we can lose time. So that's a problem, right? So okay, so as you stop in present perfect, I suppose that the next video it's about okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. So please watch the video at the end of the day. So tomorrow we can continue with it, right? So meanwhile, we're going to watch for this new lesson, right? Because then, okay, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I see.
Okay, that's great. So today's lesson is going to be about embedded WH questions and yes, no questions, right? So let's listen to the first audio.
Hi, today we're going to look at embedded WH and yes-no questions. I don't know if you've already studied them. Do you know how we form them? We're going to talk about that too.
Right. So we're going to talk about the embedded question, and this is an important lesson because this is a common mistake in Spanish, right? When we try to talk in English, we translate this. So let's listen the first point.
An embedded question is a question that's inside another sentence.
What do you mean? I know what you mean.
What you mean is an embedded question.
Okay, an embedded question is a question that is inside another sentence. Notice that this is a normal question, right? What do you mean it's a normal question? We have the auxiliary, we have the WH, we have the auxiliary, we have the subject, and we have the verb. In this other sentence, I know what you mean, right? We have a sentence, okay? But inside of this sentence, I can find a question. Okay, so that's the purpose of, that's an embedded question. It's a question, right, that is inside of a sentence, okay? So what you mean is the embedded question, okay? So I know what you mean, for example, right? It is not the same as if I say, what do you mean? Okay, so this is a normal question. We have the rules and then, but we also have the embedded question, what is inside of a sentence, okay? Do you get it? Is there any question maybe?
Yeah. No, teacher.
Okay, that's great. So we're going to see what is the order, what is the structure for starting with a embedded question.
Embedded WH questions begin with a question word.
When does the class begin? Can you tell me when the class begins?
Okay, so to form an embedded question, first of all, we're going to use a WH. For example, we have many type of, right? For example, what, where, we also have when, etc. So the point here is that it needs to start with WH, right? So you can choose whatever you want. So first, as soon as you choose it, then we're going to continue with the question, with the rest of the sentence, right? But we're going to see in point number 3, step by step. So notice that we have a question inside of a question. We have a question inside of a sentence. So we have 2 types of embedded questions, okay? So this is like an embedded question inside of a question because as I already have the question order, so it would be redundant if I again choose an auxiliary and then, so no. For that reason, it's unnecessary to follow the statement. The question, sorry, the auxiliary or use another auxiliary and then, okay, so yes, to construct, to form a doubly embedded question and embedded question, we're going to choose the WH, right? It begins with a question word. When, what, where, who, whom, whose, and then. Do you get it? Any question until this part?
No, teacher.
Okay, that's great. Let's continue with, okay. So we know in this part, we've seen that we have embedded WH, right? Because the question word starts with WH, right? But we also have yes/no questions with embedded. Remember that the yes/no questions are those questions that you can reply, you can answer them saying yes or no, okay? So embedded question, that's all. Embedded yes/no question, yes or no. You only have to reply with both, with one of these both examples I gave. Let's listen to point number 3.
Embedded yes/no questions begin with if. Is she there? Do you know if she's there?
Okay. Embedded yes/no questions, right, begin with if, okay? When those are embedded WH, they start with WH with a question word. But in this other hand, we can find embedded yes/no question and they start with if. This is a normal question, right? She's there. But if I want to change it into the embedded, I'm going to choose, I don't know, an introductory phrase. I'm going to start with if because it is a yes/no. Do you know if she's there? Right? Yes, if she's there or no, she's not. Right? Only that. Yes or no. That's all. Okay? So we have 2 types of embedded question. The WH and the yes/no question. Okay? Do you get it? Any question until this part? Hello.
No, teacher, no, I don't have.
Okay, that's great. So now we're going, this is important. This is very important, right? Because this is a common mistake. So let's listen point number 4.
Notice that we use statement word order, not question order, in embedded questions. Do you know where she is? Do you know if she's there?
Okay, so we're going to use the statement word order. What does it mean? The statement word order is the subject and the verb. Okay, when I form questions, right? First of all, I have to use the auxiliary, the subject, verb, and then. But when we are going to talk about this part, that what are the embedded questions? Okay, first of all, you are going to choose the WH, or you are going to write if only if it is a yes/no question. Then we're going to continue with the subject, she, or yes, give me a second. This is variable. Okay, we're going to continue with the subject when the verb in the question mark. Okay, so that's the way we're going to follow this. We follow the statement word order, subject plus verb. Okay, notice that in this case we have the it because it is a yes/no question. Then we have the subject and the verb. Okay, we're going to follow the statement word order. Notice this. We have the embedded. Okay, what is the whole question? We have the what. What? Give me a second. I'm going to choose another folder. Okay, right. So this is the embedded question, right? This is embedded question. So first of all, I started with a question word, what, and I'm not saying what do you mean. That's a common mistake, right? No, I took the subject and the verb. That's all. Statement, word, order. Okay, so please don't forget that part, right? I'm not saying, I don't say, what do you mean? When does it, can you tell me when does the class begins? No. Notice we are following the statement word order, okay? I have the question word, I have the subject, and I have the verb in third person. Oh, Right, so, well, can we stop in this part, right? So, don't forget that we are going to use the statement word order. Please, this is important, right? So as soon as you write your question word, then we continue with our subject. And notice that the verb is in third person, begins. Okay, why? Because of the simple present tense in this case, right? So even though, because we are following the statement word order. Okay, do you get it? Is there any question maybe? Sorry?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, okay, that's great. So, right, we're going to continue with point number 5.
We don't use a form of the auxiliary verb do in the embedded question.
I know what you mean. I wonder if she has an agent.
Okay, so, right. As it is, how is it? As we follow the statement word order, we are not going to use any auxiliary verb in the embedded question. I'm not saying what do you mean. I wonder if that she has an agent. I was wonder she does have an agent. No, no auxiliary verbs in the embedded question because we're following the statement word order. Right? So notice in the second one, it is a embedded yes, no, right? Because we're asking for a yes, no question. I wonder if she has an agent. Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Okay. Um, so yes, notice that we're not using any kind of auxiliary, right? I wonder if she has an agent. So notice that we are not using do, does, or something like that. In the same in the first one, I know what you mean. What do you mean directly? No auxiliary verbs in the embedded question. Okay. So would be incorrect if I say I know what do you mean. I know what you do mean. No, no, no auxiliary verbs. Okay. So do you get it? Any question maybe?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So we have two types of embedded questions, right? That embedded that is inside of a statement and that embedded that is inside of a question. So let's listen to the last audio.
You can have an embedded question inside a statement or inside another question. When the embedded question is in a statement, use a period at the end of the sentence. I know what you want. When the embedded question is in a question, use a question mark at the end of the sentence.
Can you tell me what you want?
Okay, notice that we have the two embedded, right? We have embedded what you want, and we have what you want. Okay. The first one we can find it, and we can see that the embedded question is inside of a sentence. In the second one, we can see that the embedded is inside of a question. Okay. So we have two types of. Okay, so we have two ways of expressing a question. Okay, so when it's inside of when the embedded is inside of a sentence, I know is a sentence. What do you want is embedded. We're going to use a period at the end of the sentence, right? When the embedded question is inside of a question, can you tell me it's a question? What do you mean is embedded? We're going to use a question mark at the end of the sentence, right? Notice that I'm not using any kind of auxiliary or something like that, okay? No. We are following the statement word order, and no auxiliary is what is the most important, okay? Do you get it? Any question maybe? Are you there, Gina?
Disculpe.
Is there any question?
Mm, for the moment, no.
Okay, that's great to know. So that will be everything about the rest. Now we're going to practice. Give me a second. All right, so you're going to read the instruction and you are going to start doing the exercises we have in the screen. So once you can see my screen, please let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you please read the instruction?
Completed each sentence. Click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Okay, so let's start with number 1.
Do you know which course Jackie is taking?
Which courses I can say?
Which?
The second one?
And I don't know where the student lunch is.
Okay.
I wonder where Jackie lives.
Right.
Can you tell me who the professor is? Second. I don't understand what Jackie did. Eat first. I like to find if
Professor Roberts is teaching this semester. Is there something that you would like to modify? Or everything is okay?
finish.
Okay. Right, so as you can see, the number 5 was one. Can you find the mistake?
Why? What is it? Is not is no answer. Correct answer.
Okay, the answer the answer was with period. Okay, because we are not starting with a question. In this case, we're starting with a question. We write a question mark. In this case, as it is not a question and it is a sentence, we have to write it period. Do you get it?
Okay.
Right,
Yes,
that
I
was
get
your
it.
Yes, yes, right. That was your own mistake. Do you get it? Is
Yes.
there any question maybe?
No.
Okay, give me a second, please. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm so sorry. Right now I'm back. So we're going to continue with the second exercise. Give me a second, please. Okay. So we're going to continue with the second part. And okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So you have to complete the dialogue. You have to add a question in parentheses, right, to the sentence. Type an embedded question into the box. Right. So let's start, please. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know where Valentine's is.
Valentino. Valentine is period or question mark? Period, right? Because we have a sentence. The next one, please. It's close to my apartment. Do you know?
They accept credit cards.
Do you know they accept? How about the if? This is a yes, no
They
question,
accept.
right?
Yes.
So if it is a yes, no question, if
Yes. If they accept credit cards.
they accept, oh. Question or period,
Question.
right? I'm sure they do. The next one.
I'm not sure if the restaurant was full last night.
Question or period?
Period.
Okay. It's always full.
I wonder what kind of food they serve.
Question or period?
Period.
Period. I'm pretty sure it's Italian.
I can remember when they open.
Like this, or there is another modification, because as you can see, we have the auxiliary in the past. So when
They opened.
open it, okay?
Open
Open.
it.
I think it was about 15 years ago.
I don't know if needs a reservation.
Period or question mark?
Period.
Okay. Yes, I think we do.
Can you find they served lunch?
Can you find out
If they serve lunch?
question or period?
A question.
Okay, I will.
I am not sure how we get there.
We can take my car. So let's check. How was it? And okay. All right. So I can remember. Oh, I forgot the period. Right? It was okay, but the period is not here, right? So yes, that was the only point. They opened. I forgot the period. So please, you're not going to forget the period, the punctuation, okay? Do you have any question, maybe?
Okay. No, for the moment, not.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. So, okay. Right, so can you please join to the platform, open the My English Lab?
I open? I will open?
Yes, please.
I try.
Sorry?
I will try.
Okay, yes, please. Once you join, please open the add the code I send you to WhatsApp. ¿Vas a agregar, por favor, el código que te envía tu WhatsApp? Para
Teacher,
poder estar.
okay, my Google doesn't work. No está funcionando.
Oh,
Desde
yes, I
ayer
can imagine, because your internet is slowly, right?
me
Yes, don't worry, but at the end of the day, right, you need to do it, okay?
okay.
Right.
¿Qué
So,
tengo que hacer?
oh, I don't know how to explain it. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you. Ok, bueno, lo que se tiene que hacer es ingresar a la página, ok. Te va a aparecer más o menos así como, bueno, no te aparece, tendría que aparecer de esta manera, así solo un curso. Entonces, clic en cualquier curso, por ejemplo en este, y te va a derivar a lo que sería esta parte. Claro, yo que estoy con la cuenta de docente, entonces no puedo. Sin embargo, acá a este lado, te puedes dar cuenta, acá dice Create Course and Add Product. A ti te va a aparecer Join Course, ok, este link que está acá, que tiene un palito al medio, te va a aparecer como Join Course. Entonces tú haces clic ahí y ahí te va a aparecer para que puedas agregar un código. Agregas el código que te envié por WhatsApp, que es un PDF, y con eso ingresas normal, te va a aparecer dos notificaciones, el primero Transfer Grades y el otro Don't Transfer Grades. Haces clic donde dice Don't Transfer Grades y con eso estaría todo, ¿ok? Do you get it?
Pongo el código ¿dónde era?
And by
En
English,
add
oh, no te preocupes.
product.
Sorry, I cannot
Ah,
listen to you very well.
teacher,
Yes,
teacher.
yes, I guess now
Pongo
we,
en grade, no, en add product.
no, tú no tienes esta opción, tienes Join Course,
Ah, ya. Entonces
¿ok?
pongo en join course el código, ¿no?
Yes, please. ¿Ok? Donde dice Join Course, pones el código que está en WhatsApp, que te envié anoche, y con
Ya,
eso derivar directamente al programa. ¿Ok? A nuestro
ya.
curso.
Ok.
¿Right? Entonces, hasta la tarde, por favor, porque luego el código vence y ya no se puede ingresar. ¿Ok?
Ah, ok, ok.
Right, that's great. So now, I'm going to share this video with you. Give me a second, please. Oh, but I don't have the... Right, we're going to continue with another lesson because I don't have the option of opening. Oh, yes, I'm going to share this video with you. Okay. So, give me a second, it is loading. Okay. So you're going to watch this video for tomorrow, right? And you're going to share your opinion about this video, okay? So, right, we're going to continue with another lesson that it's not longer, it is a short lesson. So once you can see my screen, please let me know. Right, can you see it?
Yes, I see.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to play the audio. Today's lesson is going to be about verb plus object and infinitive.
Hi. Today I want to talk about verbs, objects, and infinitives. You need to know which verbs can have an object before an infinitive and which verbs can't. You may already know some of these, but I'd like you to learn some new ones. Are you ready?
Okay. Right, let's listen to point number 1.
Some verbs are followed directly by an infinitive, to plus the base form.
Nick agreed to do a commercial.
Nick agreed to do a commercial, okay? We know that some verbs are followed directly by infinitive. Okay, so Nick agreed to do a commercial. The infinitive is to do, okay? And we have some verbs that must be followed by an object. Let's listen.
Some verbs must be followed by an object, a noun or pronoun, before the infinitive.
She convinced me to make a commercial.
Okay, so for example, we have the verb convince me. Okay, the object is me, and the infinitive is to make. Okay, so when we have an infinitive, it means a purpose of something. Okay, that's the meaning of an infinitive, right? So yes, can also be a noun or a pronoun. She convinced Gina, for example, she convinced her, she convinced Paola to make a commercial. Okay, so that's it. That's the structure we're going to use. Okay, do you get it? Any question until this part?
No, teacher.
Okay, yes, because this is something that we've seen from the beginning, right? So, and this is the last point, right? So Can you identify the difference between I want to appear in a commercial and I want you to appear in a commercial? What do you think is the difference? The difference is. What do you think is the difference between I want to appear in a commercial and I want you to appear in a commercial?
The difference is you.
Yes, but what do you think is the meaning of that? I mean, what is the context?
The content is the. Es como que yo quiero aceptar.
Oh,
No, yo quiero. What is
ap-
appear?
appear es como aparecer.
¿Qué?
Aparecer,
¿Cómo?
aparecer.
Yo quiero aparecer en un comercial y yo quiero que tú aparezcas en un comercial.
Exactamente. ¿Ok? Entonces utilizamos esta estructura con el objeto, ¿ok? Que es básicamente el verbo que trabaja sobre el objeto, que es diferente. ¿Ok? Entonces en este caso se habla de que Nick quiere aparecer y Jackie quiere que tú aparezcas en el comercial. Right? So as you can see, the order is different. But even though we're going to continue with the infinitive, no te olvides que el infinitivo significa propósito de algo, ¿ok? Ese es el significado del infinitivo. ¿El propósito de qué? Why are you studying English? I'm studying English because I want to learn another culture, for example, right? So in an infinitive, it means a purpose of something, okay? Do you get it?
¿Cómo? No,
Do
no,
you
I
get
don't know.
Oh, okay. An infinitive means a purpose of something, okay? Propósito de algo, okay? Eso es lo que significa el infinitive,
Okay.
right? Why are you studying English? Because I want to learn, I want to travel, so that's a purpose that I have, okay? Do you get it? Any question?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Let's practice. We're only going to do this first practice, and with it, we're going to finish. So yes, because it is going to take us time. So once you can see my screen, please let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's do exercise number 1, please.
Mm. Uh, I I want you to tell me
The whole story again. Okay, where should I begin? Let's do number 2, please.
Jackie have
Hmm?
have no
No, right?
no invited
Invited.
Invited me
Mhm.
to have
Have lunch with her. The next one.
she asked me to endorse
A new pair of athletic shoes. She, right? Okay.
yes
Let's continue with the next one. How much money did she offer you?
she promised
Promised? She promised
to pay
to pay.
pay
She promised to pay. Okay.
um,
And she said something about a commercial.
right I agreed to do
Agreed.
agreed to do a commercial.
Okay. More about this commercial. What do you think?
I like I like I like you to tell me more about this commercial.
I already told you everything about it. So let's check. You can tell me, let's submit. And okay, everything was great in the first page. How about the second one? Everything was great. Okay, you've got 3 out of 3 in both pages. Okay. Do you have any question, maybe?
Not teacher.
Right. Okay. Thank you. As you can see, it is not difficult, right? So yes, that's something that and I have to do. Oh yes. So I already shared this link with you. So you are going to please watch the video. You have the subtitles. Then for tomorrow, we're going to discuss about this video. You're going to bring your summarize. What do you think about this video? Was it beautiful? Was it terrible? Was it boring? And then, okay, for tomorrow.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to see you. Is there any question, maybe?
Not teacher.
Okay, that's great to know. So tomorrow I will see you at 7:30, okay, at the same hour, and that will be everything for today, okay? I launched the pool. Could you please fill it? Complete the pool. Once it's done, let me know. And that will be everything for today.
I did.
Okay, thank you. So please don't forget to join to Pearson, okay? Because I need you to say there, okay?
Okay.
Right. Have a great day, Gina. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye bye.